Hello, welcome to the dollhouse. I am the doll, and y'all, it has been a long time. I miss you. I have been moving into my new home with my fantastic family, and we are just growing and expanding. Um, I'm not quite completely done organizing and decorating, but I wanted to get a little video in because, man, so much has been going down, y'all. Um, I'm gonna not edit this, so just ride with me on this nice evening and we're going to talk about the aftermath of the election and how being overly emotional will cause you to lose in the game of life. Overly emotional women cannot win in this game. One of my favorite authors, Letitia Padua, mentioned that in her books and, in appearances. Um, And I feel as if it applies to life, in the game of life. And it's just something that the dolls need to know. And we all fall short. Like you might snap out every now and then. And it could be a good thing. Sometimes that fire when you use it properly and you direct it, it's even better if you take a breath and then do your thing because you might find a way to do it better to get your ultimate goal. And here in the dollhouse, that's what our aim is to get the best out of life. And most of you know, I believe that we can also get the best out of men and the men in our lives and in our relationships rather than viewing them as the enemy because it's more fun to build community with men. I mean, it just is. So going on dates and all that, like, we're going to talk about that today. And we're going to talk about how being overly emotional can really sabotage you. And this poor girl is really reacting to something that, she can't control the outcome of. So it demonstrates a real lack of emotion, or not a lack of emotion, but a lack of control over her emotions, which can be a way to sabotage yourself. And here in the dollhouse, we are taking these examples and learning from them because if you learn from the mistakes that other people have made, you get to time warp into the future. And that's what the mission here is. So let's watch this video. I'm going to play the whole thing and then go back through and talk about where she is putting herself at a disadvantage. All right, here we go.
Just woke up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm going to have to cut it shorter than that. Buzz it down, right? I think that this is too... it's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I got to cut it. Here we go. Have I given up on America? I have. Also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Fuck coloring my hair. Fuck having my hair be long and luxurious. Fuck all that shit. Fuck being skinny. Fuck being hot. Fuck being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Because clearly, they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes, scraps. I don't know how to work this thing, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because fuck you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. Crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So fucking crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. That's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. I'm just talking about regular life stuff I talk about on here. But trust me, I understand. I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement from here on out. I don't care. Better scissors. My hair. Cutting it all off. Probably painting a target on my back here, but whatever. At least I live in a state right now that has sliver rights still. And we voted out Brandon Williams. Fuck that guy. Back to Texas. From whence he came. We also voted yes on Prop 1, which will codify into law some equal right protections in the New York State Constitution. So we did that at least. I don't know what the other fuckers are doing, but I don't know, man. We are embarrassing on the world stage. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Seriously? Oh, I've never had short hair before, ever. It's kind of fun. All right, we're just going to keep chopping away here because this is literally going to take forever if I don't. Cut all the hair off. You know why? I'm not going to dye it anymore. I'm going to try and grow it out anymore. I'm not going to style it anymore. Fucking done. I will not be giving my money to the beauty industry anymore. I will not be giving my money to anyone that helps support misogyny and the patriarchy and keeping women down and making women think that we need to look a certain way or be a certain way or fuck you. Fuck you. Women, fucking stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men. Divorce your husbands. Leave your fucking boyfriends. Leave them. They don't give a shit about you. And I promise you, come over to this side. I will bake cookies. I will shave your head if you want me to, depending on how this turns out. Do a little more trimming before we buzz it. Where's my chop it? Cut my hair before. It's like, oh, don't cut your own hair. All right. When people tell me I can't do something, I want to fucking do it. Just entering my middle-aged mom era. About to get the clippers out.
All right. So she has been feeling the trauma of not getting her way. And she does not feel like she can have success with men. So she is going into the 4B movement, which is women who don't want to date men, talk to them, marry them, have babies with them. And I think there is, more tenets to it, but she wants to do that. She's decided she's going to shave her head because she is just kind of giving up. Now, from the way she was talking, she has been trying to date and she is a mother. So she has a child. I don't know. She might even have a son, but she is communicating to either her son or her daughter that the majority of the men here in America are bad. And it's just not true, and even if they are bad, who cares? Because he can be good to you. And I mean that in a way where a man is not breaking the law or doing something that might land you in the hospital or land anyone else in the hospital. Nothing like that. Or, in a courtroom somewhere. But he is, what some women might perceive as misogynist or racist or sexist or whatever other ists there are out there, capitalists, socialists, communists, all of those things. A man can be perceived as that and be perceived as a bad man. But the lesson here in the dollhouse is that we just accept men for who they are. You have better results. She would have better results if she just accepted the people and the men who made their decision. She just accepted them for who they are. One of the things that she's doing is cutting her hair off. And she's giving up, yes. But if you are one of the dolls, listen, I'm telling you, I have done this not in retaliation for an election, but just in retaliation for a bad haircut. I went ahead and said, let me just go to the barber and get, like a fade. Baby, when I tell you it was a bad move, it was a bad move. And she is making that move. And I'm telling you, you don't have to do this. If you get upset, Don't shave your braids off because you know they are tangled up. Girl, no, just have some patience. Take a couple deep breaths. Don't be overly emotional because it will set you up for failure in other areas of life. You know, men are useful. They view women as useful. If you are in a relationship with a man and you are the only one being used, then you will feel closer to the precipice of wanting to be totally rid of men and to eject them from your life, which is one of the tenets of 4P. But it's just easier to accept them as they are and listen to them and give them the things that they want so that you get, actually let them give to you the things that you give them, love and attention, that comes, naturally. So the what men want is your energy, and you have to be a receiver and not get used. And she um hadn't understood that in order to get what you want from a man, you have to let him give it to you first. So she's over here cutting her hair because she's a single mom. Something is stressing her beyond this with relationship to men. Something beyond how they voted. Just her overall results. And anyway, how they voted was just the straw that broke the camel's back, and she is just, honey, no, she is giving up. And I want to address some of the things that she said in this video. I'm gonna start it up and just critique.
Just woke up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm gonna have to cut it shorter than that. That's it down, right? I think that this is too. It's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I gotta cut it. There we go. Have I given up on America? I've also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Fuck coloring my hair. Fuck having my hair be long and look.
Okay, so if you give up on something, you can expect that it will also give up on you. She's given up on America. A lot of people are coming to America and making America work for them. The best way to enjoy the game of life is to learn the rules and obey them and also break them. But you can't if you don't know what they are. So learn the rules and live your life accordingly. America is a place just like every other on the world's landscape, and none of them are perfect. And people who go live abroad sometimes they get the rude awakening about this. And there are many videos about that. Maybe we'll take a look at that, some of those videos. But she's given up. But you can't win if you don't buy in to the so-called system. You can't use the system to your advantage. So it just is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving.
Luxurious. Fuck all that shit. Fuck being skinny. Fuck being hot. Fuck being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be.
Honey, the patriarchy don't care if you skinny. They don't care if you fat, gray. The patriarchy wants to put its penis on you. You don't have to do all this stuff, really. But it does show that you are vital and that you are, you're trying to communicate a semblance of vitality. And you don't have to fake it if you don't want to, but there are the advantages to the illusion, the glamour, the magic. That's what magic actually is, baby. Here in if the manifestation and metaphysical world, it is the heightening of the senses and the experiences and energy and how you show up in the world. It really can do all of those things, communicate an energy that brings other things to you. So, what she's going to communicate is that she has given up, or that she may have just gotten over cancer, or that she is struggling financially and can't afford to go to the salon or to the beauty supply store, or that she might have a gender fluidity problem. She might not really even identify as a woman. Or like there's a number of things that this communicates because it is out of anger and retaliatory in nature. Now, maybe she might look really good with short hair if she like, and she's just been wanting to do this anyway. And she's just like, you know, because honey, that's not going to stop the man, baby. And you know what? That's what women need to understand. Like, your value is not in your sexuality. That there's some, value there, but mostly our value is in our level of just being there, and that's how you show support. Sometimes just um being respectful in a way that you allow that man in your life to make his decisions and trust that he knows what's best for him, you know, and just accept him for who he is. Like, that's really what respect is. And that's what love is. It's acceptance. And there is a quote, it's one of my favorite quotes. Love, it's about love. It was on this app, it was called the Love app. And it was just all these love quotes. And it was by an unnamed person. So I'm gonna claim it if you've never heard it. Respect is love in plain clothes. And that's how, a lot of men they receive love. And if you show respect and if they are deserving of your respect, that's the only time you should show it. If you're giving a bunch of unworthy men respect, you will be somewhere shaving your head one day because you're frustrated and you don't accept them for who they are and what they do. Okay, so I'm moving on.
Clearly, they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared.
You know what? Some men don't care about women. And usually those men are the type of men who don't care about babies and don't care about women and, the children they create. They would have rather paid $400 or $500 to leave a child behind. Yeah. Those men definitely don't care about women. But the great majority of the time, men do care and love and respect a woman somewhere. You know, some of them have had, terrible experiences, and they might have a total disrespect for women the way that you have for men. You'll always attract what you are and what you give in life. So if you have a total disdain for men, you will attract their disdain. And especially by doing something that makes you less visually appealing, by like just having an ugly hairstyle. Not saying that short hair is an ugly hairstyle, because you can do short and really be cute with it. A little kitty cat hairstyle, a kitty cat wig, Um, you can do that, but just trying to go against the grain, and um it will you it will result in you having the equal and opposite reaction from the universe. That is the law of the universe. A lot of people aren't learning physics in school and the laws of the universe, the laws of nature, the laws of gravity, you know. So this is a lesson in that, and how it translates into human science as well. the science of relationships. And as Letitia said, um, uh, you know, overly emotional cannot win in this game. Honey, you have to be overly emotional for a split second, but don't act. You can be as emotional in your mind as you like, but don't talk. Once your emotions have had their moment and then you have made a decision on how to act after that, you will have a better result. If that's how you proceed, if you have your emotional moment and don't talk or act, but just have it in your mind and just stand still for a minute, you would probably have much better results than 90% of the population. You would naturally be among the upper echelons of people and high quality women of the world. And what I've been learning is that most of the time, men are supportive, giving in nature, very generous, protective. And this is all men, not all men. Yes, all men, baby. Honey, your experience may be different, and I'm not invalidating that. And I have been violated by men too. But I know that those men who violated me, and maybe like the boy in fourth grade who grabbed my boob and ran off, he probably loved his mother and his sister. And he may have children now because we are well beyond the fourth grade. He may have had moments where he was envious of me because I was, a stellar student and I'd ignored him, and he may have wanted to touch me and was confused. I don't really know or care. I'm not unpacking his trauma that led him to traumatize me, but I don't hate him because of that moment. I don't hate all men, and I don't believe that's how um most men behave. Now, they might think it in their mind. I don't know what men think in their mind, to be honest. And I don't care. I expect them to really just do whatever they're going to do, which is be dangerous. Men are dangerous. Yes. And you want a dangerous man, or else you are going to have like a puppy dog in your house, like a little dog that can't protect the house. If you have a man who is not afraid to be dangerous, and if you're going to deal with fire, you have to accept its properties. If you're going to work with fire, which can keep you warm at night, you have to accept the properties that you could potentially get burned if you play with it. So it just is what it is, y'all. Okay, I'm going to keep listening to what she's saying here.
Of a woman in power, that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate.
Okay, now I was about to get into this, y'all, about race and the white man cozying up to him to try and collect crumbs off his plate. Well, listen, from what I can really understand about this is that everybody who's in business collects little crumbs from as many plates as they can. And all of the people who might have patronized the Trump Hotel or given him votes, they did it with $5 or $15, $250. Everybody is looking for the crumbs from the plates of others because we have to contribute in order to get something. And now some people feel like everything should be free, but I'm happy to provide the service in my business that I do for the few crumbs off of people's plate that they can spare to come by and patronize my business, where they could go somewhere else. So, don't villainize the crumbs off the plates of others. Because what are you doing? Like, whatever money that you reject, it just vibrates out that you reject money. And so when people try to shame you for collecting crumbs, collecting coins, for looking for tax write-offs, for looking for tax benefits that are available, don't villainize crumbs and where they come from. Just gather them and don't view them as crumbs, because honey, I'm not, you know, listen, if I can get a million pennies, I'll take it. Wouldn't you? Right now, even if it sounds like crumbs. If you wouldn't, hey, you got, I don't, I don't doubt that you might reject it, but for me, I'll take a million pennies. Um, Go ahead and leave in the comments exactly how many dollars that is. All the dolls who love math. So let's continue to hear what she has to say.
You may eat from them. Yes, scraps. I don't know how to work this.
There's also the overtone of, I'm going to try to make you feel bad about being a slave, or the descendant of an enslaved person, a formerly enslaved person. I'm going to try to make you feel bad for that. Like her ancestors before probably weren't some serf in a European country. Like, come on, girl. Like, please. You're not from the ruling class. So the illusion that white makes you one of the ruling class needs to be dismantled. She probably heard this from some of her Black friends, but it just goes to show that the most liberal person that would consider herself voting for a Black woman, she still has a bit of a racist overtone in her speech. She's chastising people who have decided to be different from her, really. And that's short-sighted. If anything, like, I wouldn't recommend that the dolls proceed in that direction.
Thing, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because fuck you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. I'm crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So fucking crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. That's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. I'm just talking about regular life stuff I talk about on here. But trust me, I understand. I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement.
And I don't think that there's anything wrong with what she's saying right now. She wants to retreat and not talk to men, not date, that sort of thing. She wants to do 4B movement. I'm not judgmental against that, because sometimes people need to reset themselves and they don't need to date.
Here on out. Here, I don't care. Better scissors. My hair. Cutting it all off. Probably painting a target on my back here, but whatever. At least I live in a state right now that has liver rights still.
So she just said it herself. I'm probably putting a target on my back here. That's what I'm talking about. Like, don't do things that will put you at risk. You don't know at risk of what? Like, just not being treated kindly because you look like you might be a homeless woman trying to rob a person, or I don't know, because I don't know what kind of look she's about to give after she cuts his hair off. But like she said, I don't know if I'm putting a target on my back. Target for what? Who knows? Who knows?
And we voted out Brandon Williams. Fuck that guy. Back to Texas. From whence he came. We also voted yes on Prop 1. which will codify into law some equal right protections in the New York State Constitution. So we did that at least. I don't know what the other fuckers are doing, but I don't know, man. We are embarrassing on the world stage. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Seriously? Oh, I've never had short hair before, ever. It's kind of fun. All right, we're just going to keep chopping away here because this is literally going to take forever if I don't. Cut all the hair off. You know why? I'm not going to dye it anymore. I'm going to try and grow it out anymore. I'm not going to style it anymore.
Okay, so she did mention it's kind of fun. She may have always wanted to have short hair, and this is just the reason. And she's doing this for attention and a little clickbaitiness and TikTok fame. So that could be part of it too. And maybe she always knew, like, oh, I'm gonna get this haircut and it's gonna be so cute. She might just be playing all of us. Anyway.
Fucking done. I will not be giving my money to the beauty industry anymore. I will not be giving my money to anyone that helps support misogyny and the patriarchy and keeping women down and making women think that we need to look a certain way or be a certain way or fuck you. Fuck.
Mostly women feel that about one another. That's really the hard truth. Like, women do gatekeep based on looks, and they will trust you less if you demonstrate that you don't care to get the best results from life by doing the bare minimum of trying to stay relevant style wise. Even if you're just trying, like, even if you're just getting the Target sale rack, like, you have to at least show up like you gave some effort. You do gain more of that respect from women. It's not just about men. So let's not pretend that women don't also cultivate relationships based on how you look. They can also sabotage relationships based on how you look. But honey, just get the best out of life. I'm gonna let her keep talking.
Fuck you. Women fucking.
And you know what? I might not even be able to monetize this video because of how much she is cursing. I do curse from time to time. I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't get me the best results out of life when I do it. So I'm admitting something that I could work on myself, and we'll see if I get monetized. I probably won't. I don't care, but yeah.
Stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men. Divorce your husbands.
Okay, she's saying stop dating men. Yeah, I agree. Like, women should not be dating, and men don't benefit from dating either. Like, if they're gonna start doing a courtship thing, I really like how the Jewish people do it, and that's what I did for my marriage. Really, we courted until we got engaged, but I would not recommend that, at least before engagement, that you take any man truly seriously. Don't date them. Just, go out with them a couple of times. And if you don't have any desire to move into a phase of courtship, then don't be friends with them. Don't be hanging out with these guys. Like, for what? So no dating. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Even if you do want to have the best cooperation for men, especially if no talking to them for business purposes, outside of your family. Why do you have what are you getting out of it? Like, ask yourself that. Okay. No having sex with them. Yeah, no, don't do that unless, like, you're in that committed relationship where you can feel safe enough. And no marriage is perfect. No man is perfect. You could have something go wrong with your husband, absolutely, but the likelihood is that you could have something go wrong with somebody that's just a homie even faster. So do what yields you the best results. So, like, what she's saying, it makes complete sense. That doesn't mean that you still can't get good results and still interact with men and accept them for who they are.
Leave your fucking boyfriends. Leave them. They don't give a shit about you. And I promise you, come over to this side. I will bake cookies. I will.
Girl, don't nobody want them cookies. Don't nobody want your cookie. Girl.
Shave your head if you want me to, depending on how this turns out. Do a little more trimming before we buzz it. Where's my chop it? Cut my hair before.
That's not a good look right there.
It's like, oh, don't cut your own hair. All right. When people tell me I can't do something, I want to fucking do it. Just entering my middle-aged mom era. About to get the clippers out.
All right, girl. Get the clippers out, girl. Do what you're going to do. You know, listen, you have that freedom. And that's the best part of being American. You have that freedom, baby. But I would like to thank you for being an example today for what the dolls can, you know, not do, basically. And that's be overly emotional. You just cannot win like that. So I'm going to end the video. It's been almost 40 minutes, y'all. And I kind of like not editing because that way I can just ramble, but I don't know if I rambled too much. So we'll see. But let me know in the comments exactly how many dollars a million pennies is and if you would take it. Like the video, please. That is a free way to support the channel. You don't even have to do math to do that, and it also helps me to reach my goal of getting more people and eyes on this video. And if you made it this far, go ahead and just like it. You can subscribe if you like. If not, I get it because sometimes I forget to do that too. But we'll be talking soon.